there. So, another video to practice being present. I am actually in a public park. I think it's like nearly 90 degrees again. So I'm probably going to be wiping my sweat a lot. And I also feel rather uncomfortable being out here, but it's okay. It's just a practice. It's another notch up of practicing being present. And yeah, I can't really see my screen because it's pretty much totally black. So I'm pretty much just talking to a black screen, aka just talking out loud. I think this area is kind of where shelterless people oftentimes go. Hopefully it's fine. But yeah, maybe I'll turn this up a little bit because it is actually straight up a black screen. So let me just, okay, now at least I can see a little bit. Anyways, whew. Super sweaty. Apparently it's supposed to start raining here in like, there's 35% chance that it might start raining. I wonder if my phone will also get overheated and or it could die at any second because it's really hot and therefore the battery goes down easier, and also my phone is not totally charged. It actually needs to be charged. But yeah, my car is at the car place right now getting an oil change. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a tank top. I guess I could just take this off. Yeah, I was just writing a little bit in my diary here. This lovely thing again that I got from Tess. But yeah, I just have like an hour whilst I wait for my car oil change to happen. Hopefully my car is okay. I did get a little coffee drink here, although yeah, the past day I've just been like drinking tea, like black licorice tea or chamomile tea, and then also I chopped in some fresh ginger, like tons of lemon squeezed into it. And yeah, just been like drinking nonstop tea and water because I've been sick. I might have already said this, but yeah, I don't want to totally say that it was my niece who gave it to me, but she is coughing all over the place, sneezing, has boogers all the time, you know, all that stuff. She is 4 years old, so. But yeah, so I've been rather sick, just like fatigued, eyes feel weird, and sore throat. So any chance I get, I just try to lay down and just rest my body, do meditation, etc., etc. But anyways, it's just weird because I'm here at this spot. So I just walked over here, as I said, because I have like an hour whilst my car gets oil changed. And so I walked over here, and actually I remember being here at this exact spot over 5 years ago. Okay, that's kind of what I was journaling about just a second ago. It was over 5 years ago because it was right before COVID. It was when I didn't even have a phone. It was when like so much stuff was happening in my life, and yeah, I didn't have a phone. And then I randomly met this guy. Actually, I think I met him at a Starbucks, and he was just like, hi, like just became friends with me immediately. And then he randomly bought me a phone, like a little flip phone, as a gift, and he gave me these really cute socks, new socks, sock monkey socks, which actually I was in love with. It was just like such a random thing, and I was like, who are you? Are you like a little guardian angel like that just swooped down? But yeah, so then I had a little flip phone for a while, and I remember I was working at a coffee shop, I think, or maybe that was, am I getting my timeline mixed up? I was for a while working at a really good coffee shop in town, and I was also working at a bridal shop, like a dress, you know, bridal dress shop. And yeah, anyways, I remember coming here one time with that guy. I think his name was Jaws or something. It was so random, but he was very, very friendly, very optimistic, very upbeat type of guy. And he wanted to help out everyone. That was like his whole thing. Anyways, I remember coming here with him, and I just remember being riddled with such intense anxiety, like social anxiety stuff. Anyways, I'm not saying that that's cured. Like, I definitely do still experience that for sure. But I just think back, I'm like, wow, I am so grateful to be who I am now and where I'm at now. Even though it may not look like much has changed, like I'm still here in a precise location and, you know, whatever. But I'm just so happy I'm no longer that embodiment of myself, I guess you could say. And then when I was journaling, I was like, whoa, that was 5 years ago. Like, that is so weird to think of. I remember, so it was like almost 6 years ago, I think, now, that I discovered Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Now, A New Earth, and just how much that has absolutely changed my life. It's just wild to think of. I guess that was, yeah, about 6 years ago. So yeah, that's just been kind of my main thing these days, this past week or so. Maybe more, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks actually. Just in my free time, I just have been listening to Eckhart Tolle again, just totally immersed in the practices and embedding it, I guess, into my daily life Like just when I'm walking around, just continue, whenever I remember to, just remember to be in this moment. And just, yeah, bring myself back to it. So like earlier today, I actually had an interview. Thank goodness I'm feeling decently better. Like I'm not totally sickly anymore. There's a dog running. Luckily I'm feeling better today, like decently better. The past 2 days it was more like I could not do anything. I just had to lay in bed majority of the day whenever I could. But today I feel decent enough. So yeah, I had the interview earlier today and it went really well, thank goodness. I actually thought it was at 11:30, so I was just like lollygagging, not really ready, still wearing my pajamas and stuff. And then I was like, oh, I just thought, okay, let me just double check. Let me see actually. Okay, my phone is getting super hot. Let me turn this off for 1 second. Okay, we'll see how much longer because as I said, it's like super hot and my phone is right in the sun. Oh my gosh, I'm overheating too. Like person, like machine, as they say. I get overheated, so does my phone. But yeah, anyway, so I thought the interview was at 11:30. I randomly think to just check my email again, just to double check, even though I wrote down 11:30, I thought it was at 11:30. Anyway, thank goodness I checked 15 minutes before 11. I was like, oh, it turns out that it's actually at 11. So then I just have to quickly get ready, go into the interview. Anyway, thank goodness it went well. Sorry, I'm like a little bit. Yeah, the lady was super nice, really easy to talk to, and yeah, it just went really well. So she said that she'll email me tomorrow and let me know the verdict. I'll tell you guys more about it once I know more, but anyways, gotta say though, oh my gosh, I think I might have to go into the shade, honestly. It's too hot. 1 second. Anyways, whilst I was walking around here, this lady on a bike is riding by. This was early, like maybe 15 minutes ago or something. This lady rides by on a bike and she's like, I don't know if she was yelling at me or this guy that she was riding past, but she's like, smile more, it'll make you look less homeless. It was such a weird occurrence. I'm pretty sure she was talking to me. Luckily I didn't take offense here. I'll show you what I'm wearing too. It's like, I'm wearing like kind of a cute outfit. So it's not like I'm like dressed super weird. But anyways, I was like, it did kind of make me think. I mean, luckily I didn't take it super personally, but I was like, interesting thing to say to me. Anyways, not too much more to say, I guess. I don't really feel super present, just because I do feel a bit self-conscious being out here and just making this. But the other thing too is like, with the sickness that I have to continuously blow out my ears because they're getting, I have to like, I don't know, like it feels like I need to blow out my ears, you know? So during the interview, I kept doing that. She probably, for all I know, maybe she thought it was like a nervous tick or something, just like constantly like trying to blow up my ears. But anyways, yeah, I guess those are some of the updates. Oh my gosh, my phone keeps going black. I don't know. I think it's just how it's trying to conserve itself. But yeah, once I have a little bit more free time, I will start making the nice microphone. I still haven't gotten the thing to connect my microphone to, but yeah, I'll start doing the ASMR probably, or maybe podcast type of things with nice microphone. And I want to continue doing these because actually I really enjoy making these. No, there's lots of people that are about to walk by, so I feel a bit weird. Maybe I should do it the other way. Let me see. Okay, I think I will end it here quite soon, but yeah, I do like to make these, even though right now maybe it's not the best actual presence, you know? Like, I feel like I'm not really being that present with it, but either way, I do enjoy these, just like freestyle chat whilst doing my best to be embodying presence, I guess. So I do want to continue doing these, and oh yeah, then just like the daily dances, especially once I start to feel better, feel more energy yet again. Like, as I said, the past few days I've just been like, any chance I can get, just lay down, be present. And actually that's one of the best feelings ever. There were some times whilst I was just laying downstairs on the bed downstairs, and I was just so embodied, like my whole body was so present. It felt like I was like levitating off the bed. Like, it was so, it truly is the best feeling. But anyways, yeah, hopefully I'll keep getting, oh yeah, that's the other thing too. So yeah, hopefully I'll keep feeling better. Today I'm actually supposed to go into the consignment shop and do some social media stuff. And it's pretty much my last day with my niece, who is really sweet. Like, I will say, I was feeling sad at the thought that she will be gone in just a few days, going back to Dubai. It is really sweet. Like, whenever I come home, she's like, Mary, 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 like running outside, like wanting to see me, jumps into my arms, you know, like it is a very sweet way to be greeted, you know, like with such enthusiasm, and she always wants to like be around me and all that. So I mean, I will miss that, I will say. Like, I kind of now understand that thing that parents talk about where it's like, you know, being a parent is like the hardest thing ever and like the most stressful and stuff, and then also it's the most rewarding and like cherishing experience, you know. I can more so see that now, because it's like, now that I know she's going to be leaving, I'm like, oh, that is quite sad actually. It's like really sweet to be around like a little child, but also at the same time I'm like, no, I'm not going to miss it at all. It's going to be so wonderful to have space and quietness and lack of stress in that regard anyways, because it's a lot. Oh my gosh, I think she herself is just a lot. Like, her personality is really a lot, but I'm not gonna say too much about that. But anyways, so today is pretty much my last day with them, because okay, so I have this, you know, after this I'll go into my other job for a bit, and then she wants me to do face paint on her again, like Hello Kitty face paint and stuff like that. So I'll probably do that tonight, and then I need to get ready for my photography job tomorrow, and I need to pack up my car and like just get prepared, because I have to wake up at like 6:30 tomorrow. And then tomorrow, so no, I have to wake up at like 5:30 tomorrow. And then tomorrow, so I'll be up at 5:30, and then I'll drive 2 hours to go to the location, the photography location, and then I'll be there until 7 p.m. and then it's gonna take like an hour to break down all the equipment, and then it'll take 2 hours to drive home. So therefore I'm not gonna get home until after 10 p.m. And then the next day I have to wake up at like 4 something a.m. and then it's another like 12 or like 14 hour day or whatever the next day. So it's back to back. I'm not even going to see them at all, therefore, my sister-in-law and niece and mom. So it's just be back to back. I'm like, oh man, that's why I've been really trying to get enough rest the past 2 days, because I'm like, I do not want to be the main photographer. Okay, I'm supposedly training in different people whilst it's an open house, which means it's just chaos, people constantly coming in. Anyways, it's a lot. So I'm gonna really have to do my best to be very present, just do my best to take deep breaths and just be there without, you know, exerting too much energy if possible. But either way, it's gonna be 2 gigantic full days of doing that. And they leave that day, the second day. So like, here's my full day, and then barely any sleep time, and then the next day another full day. They're gonna leave this day, so I'm not gonna see them. Therefore, today's my last day with them, is what I'm saying. And then right after that, then I'm headed up to the cabin. And actually I'm excited. Well, of course I'm excited, but I'll be going to Finland land. Also, I wonder why it's called, it's called Maryland. Maryland? Why isn't it called Maryland? Because that's how it's spelled, Maryland. I would definitely move to Maryland. I've never been there. I should go there. Anyways, oh yeah, so I'll be driving up, to the cabin. On one of the days, I want to go to those abandoned, I don't know when I'll ever upload these old videos that I made the past month. The past month of videos. I don't know when I'm going to have time to put those together. I said in a different video that I don't even want to put them together, but I still do think I will at some point, just I don't know when. But in one of those videos, I was saying that I was driving through this area in Wisconsin, or maybe it's Michigan actually. I don't even know. The border is just right there. And I was driving by all these houses that were falling apart, and they were so interesting to look at. I just thought, oh my gosh, I need to come back here and take pictures and take videos of these abandoned houses and buildings. It's like really, really interesting. So yeah, I want to do that, and either take pictures of it with my nice camera, or even make a little vlog of like exploring abandoned buildings in Wisconsin or something. But yeah, then I'm gonna check out this place called like Little Finland or something. It's like Little Finland stuff, and has like a sauna and stuff. We'll see. And yeah, I'll get to see my cousin and whatever. It'll be a very short trip, unfortunately, but at least I'll be there and be immersed in the ancient realm, beauty, nature realm of that area of Wisconsin. And yeah, I got to see my cousin and her little puppy dog, and then I'll scoodle right on back here, go to a baby shower. It's gonna be a lot of driving. And then come back, and then the next week I work 4 days a week, and it's like the 16-hour days again at the photography job, so it's gonna be a lot. So that's my upcoming things. But anyways, I think I will go now. I'm surprised my phone even let me do this much. I was a bit not super present, but at least it's, you know, an attempt. I am currently aware of my energy in my feet, so at least that's something. And also at this new job I might have, I might be able to go to more like yoga classes, sound bath classes, stuff like that. So it shall be cool, hopefully. We shall see though. To be determined. Okay, peace out. Thank you so much for watching if you did. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment something kind. And yeah, I'll just keep doing this anyways as a way for me to kind of do a verbal diary and to at least attempt to be more present as I talk, which is a continuous practice. And at least I was semi, sort of. Okay, well apparently my phone just turns off on me now. So yeah, peace out. Bye. Oh yeah, just 2 random thoughts I had earlier today. Whilst I was walking actually in this greenery, I was thinking, I mean, I'm not saying I want to step in poop, not at all. There's lots of geese around here, so like you have to be careful. But I think on the scale of like most people, I'm very chill. It's like if I were to step in poop, I don't really care that much. Whereas I feel like most people, it's like their worst fear or something. And then same with bugs, like mosquitoes, if you can see that. Or whatever bugs. I mean, again, it's not like I want a mosquito to be on me or a fly or something, but I think compared to most people, I don't really care that much. Maybe a little too little amount. I'm just like, yeah, whatever, there's a bug. I mean, depending on the amount, but... Oh, and then my other random thought that I had is just like the idea of having like a normal wedding, because back there is like, it's like a wedding, it can be like a wedding venue place or like a, whatever you call that, location for the after party, whatever. That does not, like, that gives me anxiety, just the idea of having like a normal wedding. Like that sounds like not a fun day. Like most people, their wedding day probably is like the thing that they think is the best day ever, but to me it's like the normal wedding, like how normal people have weddings for the most part, from what I've observed anyways. It's like that is the opposite of what a fun day would be like, unless it was like a Hobbit-esque, like I'm imagining like a Hobbit wedding would be like outside, beautiful lighting, dancing outside, live music, and just like, I don't know, different vibe. That to me does sound like it'd be awesome. Anyways, those are my random thoughts. Wow, look at the clouds. Okay, hey. So, oh my gosh, my ears just continuously need to be blown. But yeah, I just wanted to add a few more things. Well, for one, I got my car back. They always give me a really good discount. I'm so grateful. I have no idea how this began, how they just started doing this. I don't know, but it's just the norm now. So my oil changes are very cheap. But anyways, whilst I was there, there's this guy at the front desk, and he was kind of like, just to give a visual, you know, he's kind of skinny, kind of nerdy, and also so sweet, so personable, so kind, like the type of customer service that you don't come across that often, where he's just like so chipper and kind and just like, I don't know, just very sweet, you know. So I was so appreciating it. He also left me a voicemail to let me know that my oil change was finished, and again, it just like warmed my heart. Just himself, you know, just like, he's just so kind. But anyways, whilst I was there though, in the beginning and at the end when I was picking up my car, I was like, oh, he was clearly new and he didn't know how to do a lot of the stuff. And then there's like this big, like jacked up guy that was like beefy and, you know, big, cool guy, you know? And he just kept, okay, like, I don't know how else to say it other than like this big beefy guy just kept like making this guy feel so inferior, just like, nope. He's like, did you do this? Nope. Like, not in a nice way, like in a, I'm cooler than you and I'm like making you look like embarrassing and a fool in front of the customer, me. And it just kept happening. And then the older guys, like the worker dudes who have been there forever, you know, were in the background kind of like watching over, and like it was just like so much pressure on this little pipsqueak. Okay, not really, that's not nice, but like I don't even know what that means, but this really sweet guy, you know, there's just like so much pressure on him, and I was just like, you know, kind of averting eye contact, just kind of like, you know, being mellow and stuff. And he's like, oh, like, sorry, like, lay down. I'm like, no, I'm not in any hurry, like, it's all good. Anyways, I was like, ugh, I wish there was some way for me to just say, hey, you are doing so good, like, you know, all this stuff I already said. but it just wasn't the right situation. Like there's too many people around. It would just be kind of weird if I was like, hey, you're doing amazing. But I was able to squeeze in a little compliment at the end, just like, hey, thank you so much. Like your customer service is super good. And he's just like, oh, thanks. Like kind of not really looking, because at that point he was already kind of diminished. I was like, oh, it's just very sad to see. I'm sure everyone there is nice, like all great people, but just that situation itself, I was like, you'd have to be there to really get what I'm saying, but I'm sure you kind of get it if anyone is here listening. It's just like, man, they're really piling on this dude who is clearly a very, very good customer service guy. And it's not like he was doing everything wrong. He just like, they were nitpicking like the most silliest of things. It's just like, okay. And then, you know, it's just like that type of situation. I'm like, ugh, I just really felt for the guy, you know, I really felt for him. Anyways, just felt like sharing that. Also, I'm surprised that I look decent. I know it's not all about looks. I feel like I talk about my looks way too often. But I look all right. Like I was expecting myself to look really bad today because that's how I feel. I don't feel that good. But I look not super sick. I was expecting to look really sick. I feel like the past 2 days I've been looking not so good. And hopefully once I start exercising, which I've been saying this for years, but still I feel like it's truly gonna happen this time. I feel like I'll just have a better emulation from me anyways, because exercise just makes you look good. I don't know. Anyways. Oh yeah, the other thing I want to say too is the past couple of days I've intermittently been watching Lucas, I think is his name, and his brother Jacob. Lucas used to be Fred on YouTube, if you guys know who that is. I never watched him. I was not at all familiar. Like I don't know him, but like I know of him, you know, Fred, like he squeaks and squeals and he's really loud and he like is a person pretending to be a little kid or something. I don't know. Never watched it, was never interested in watching it, but he's actually people that went to my high school. It's their cousin, and they used to all make videos together on YouTube when it was just starting. Like I feel like YouTube was just beginning, and I remember they would like post on like Facebook or MySpace or something. I don't know. Either way, I don't really remember it all, and I never really knew them, but it's just kind of an interesting thing. Like they were all, and then also my high school English teacher, he used to be in the band Owl City, and then he decided like, you know what, I'm just gonna stop doing this. I'm gonna become a high school English teacher instead. And then literally like that same year, I think he said, like the same year that he became a teacher is the year that Owl City, the guy who made the song, you know, Fireflies, that's when they had the Firefly song, and it became like a worldwide sensation or whatever. Just kind of interesting, the stuff, you know, the stuff in the world, how people are connected. Okay, I need to turn on my air. It's much too hot in here. But yeah, that's the main stuff I wanted to say. I just wanted to peep that in here. Also, whilst I was walking back, I just had this on, and then I put on these glasses. I'm just kind of like walking around downtown. I felt very funny, and I was getting the weirdest looks from middle-aged guys, like truck drivers, which I guess isn't that. That's probably pretty typical truck driver behavior to like look over at young women, like, hey, you know. But yeah, just getting some really weird looks. I don't know. I felt kind of weird, but I did feel kind of funny with these on. There's just something about walking around, especially downtown, especially when I'm not feeling good, as I might have said earlier. It was so loud downtown, just like construction, and then these loud trucks that were like, I literally was wanting to go like this. Ugh. I don't know, I'm really sensitive to loud noises the past few days, and just in general, honestly. But anyways, I was like, ugh, I did not like walking around downtown, and it's just something about it. It's like, maybe if I was in a more like lively mood, like more my normal self, I wouldn't mind it so much. Oh, there's a cute bunny. A really cute little bunny over there. But because I'm like extra sensitive due to me not feeling so good, still kind of getting over the cold sickness, I just really was not enjoying walking around downtown, because it feels like you're on like a runway or something. It's like you're standing there waiting for the walk sign to go, and it's like, it feels like you're just on a runway, like everyone in the cars are all just looking at you, and you're just like, and then you're walking, then like maybe you're walking this way and there's someone's walking from this way, and then it's just like suddenly I feel like I'm walking weird. I'm like, just act normal, just walk normal, because it feels like you're both just like walking towards each other, staring at each other, especially if it's like a guy that's around my age, you know. It's just kind of like, not, you know, I don't know, there's just something about it. It's like this awkward feeling when you're just like walking towards someone, no matter who it is, I feel like. Anyways, so those are some updates. I think I do have a little jolt of energy right now, because I got the little coffee at Starbucks. But yeah, anyway, so now I'm just gonna chill out here for just a second, cool off a little bit, because I'm just still pretty dang sweaty, and yeah, then go back home, just kind of like chill out for a second, then go into work, be there for a while, and yeah, I already told you guys the rest. So there we have it. And then whenever I'm in the car, I'm listening to Eckhart Tolle on my speakers, like with this thing, which I love this thing. So there we have it. I'll update you guys more when I'm able to, but as I already kind of told you, I'm going to be really busy the upcoming days, so I don't know if I'll even have a chance to really do this, which is what I prefer, rather than like the scattered vlog type of things where there's tons of clips. I like these where it's just me sitting, talking, and it's okay if no one else likes it. That's kind of what I was pondering a little bit whilst I was driving just now. I was like, you know what? Even if these get 1 like and 16 views, I do feel fine with that, because as they say, it's like, it's not about the outcome, it's about the process of it, and if you're enjoying the process of it, then that is the success, or whatever, you know? And that may not make sense to you, or whatever, but to me it does, and I'm like, I feel good about these. I like this being a presence practice, even though, as I continuously am saying, I'm not really doing the best at it. Like, I feel like I'm still getting lost in the talking, but right now, you know, again, it's all a practice. Right now I am aware of my feet energy, and I'm also talking, and I'm being aware of my surroundings, and it's gorgeous, greenery, and then white little flowers, and then yellow little flowers, and it's just amazing. But anyways, peace out. Let me know if you have any thoughts upon this, any feedback. I've not been emailing people. Nothing against you. At some point maybe I'll email people back, but yeah. So yeah, leave a comment if you want, if you have any thoughts, any feedback, any of your own little observations in the world, revelations, humor, okay? That's like the #1 thing. Laughter, humor, silliness. And per usual, I'm sure there's plenty more. Oh my gosh, it's already been 10 minutes. Okay, yeah. I'm sure there's still plenty more I was gonna say, but for now I'm just gonna leave, and I'll see y'all's more later. Let me know though, actually, if anyone is still here. Do let me know if you have a favorite type of video, or like if you have any recommendations, like, or what's it called, requests, I mean. Like, if you want to see me do something, like try something new, or if you want to see, or if you like these videos, do you like the longer ones, do you like the shorter ones? You know, what is your preference? I actually am curious. As I said, of course, I'll ultimately do whatever feels right for me and what wants to come through me, but I'm also curious, you know, what you as a viewer, if there is any viewers, what you enjoy, you know, or also what you would like to see me do in these videos. Just curious what your thoughts are upon that. But all right, anyways, bye.